We're on our second ride for the day, and we're going to see about going on the Mount Airy loop. And so we're going to see if we can get this ride in. It's only about 10 miles or so. We just pulled out of our Air B&B right there in downtown Mayberry, and we're going to follow down these roads for a few and then see about hitting the greenways. So welcome to the Rowe Environmental Park. This is where the Greenway starts. Turn left, turn right, turn left. This thing just did not like me circling back there to get that. Well, the heavy gravel trail only lasted for a little bit of time before it turned into a paved greenway. And it looks like we are on mile number 1. So we're rolling along here. We're at about 1.5 miles from our Air B&B on the Mount Airy loop. And oh, what a pretty little river we got here. Yeah, this is a nice one. Again, we're about 1.5 miles out on the loop, and super nice, super nice. We're coming straight on through. Just again, we're following alongside of a creek, river. This is probably a creek, but this trail follows it quite a ways, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we're about 2.5 miles in here. Something I just noticed, Michele brought her Schwinn bike with her on this ride instead of her rad. The rad bike was having some trouble, so they're actually sending us a new one. But I just noticed her rad bike has a swept-back bars, and she likes that one so much better. And the Schwinn bike does not have them swept-back beach cruiser type bars, so we need to get her a set of those. So we'll be looking for them, that's for sure. And I don't know if I had mentioned it earlier, but this is the Granite City Greenway, hence why they got what looks like a bunch of tombstones. And just right there where we went by, that was poor old Mr. 3.5 passed away. Oh, no, that was a mile marker, not a tombstone. But they are all granite mile markers all along here, and they sort of do look like tombstones. As Michele just said, that's kind of creepy. Somewhere along the line, we have left the creek and got back into town. Not quite sure where that happened, but I know the last underpass we went through, we was right there at the creek. I think the creek turned away from us because we never turned away from it. But we're at about 4 miles out on the trip right now. It appears like we're going by an older fairground. And I say older because a lot of the grass has grown up pretty high. Not too bad, not down on this side it's not, but you know, I think back at COVID, and boy, that hurt the fair industry quite a lot, I believe. And so we've seen quite a few fairgrounds that are really not being utilized very much. And of course, if they're state sponsored, they're sucking up tax dollars, and if they're private sponsored, they're probably out of business by now. But it makes me kind of sad because I remember all these fairs. And we're turning on to Main Street here, which I think is where, like wow, look at that old car. That is nice. So we're right in the middle of downtown. because it's not busy at all, we're going to stick with the sidewalks. Michele doesn't like to be out on the road with traffic, so we're just gonna stick with a sidewalk for right now, and we'll see what Main Street is like. We're just kind of taking a nice leisure ride down Main Street here. Looks like everything is closed. We're at about 6:30 on a weeknight. Cookies, ooh, darn, they're closed. Might have to come back up here tomorrow. And Mayberry Primitives, Bellevue Trophy. Okay, how y'all doing today? Michele, we're going to drop out onto the street. There's too many people right here. And, oh, they're open still. Yep. We got a touch of Mayberry and the desserts and pies, and man, I got to visit this place. A lot of these places are closed. There's Opie's Candy Store, Floyd's Barber Shop. Go in there and get me a haircut. Atlantic Coast Sports. How you doing today? I am better than I deserve, thank you. And this is the Mount Airy Historic District, right here. And yes, Mount Airy does have a history besides being Mayberry. There's plenty of history here to Mount Airy. That's just the one that they're most famous for because the most people have heard of it or seen of it. Oh, I think we got the Mayberry Courthouse down here. And yeah, we got the Mayberry Courthouse right here. And we got Emmett's Fix-It Shop truck. And of course, all of these trucks. Oh, well, we got the Mayberry Hotel. That's where we should be staying, Mayberry Hotel. Yes, sir. And we've got another old truck, and lest we not forget, as traffic is coming by. That's the one downside of keeping the GoPro on my bike. But we can't keep all these old vehicles running without Wally Service Station. So we got Wally Service Station right here as well. And if any of our e-bikes give anything like a clunkety clunk or a cha-chink cha-chink, Wally, he'll be able to fix it because we're right down here at our Air B&B. And so that concludes the Mount Airy ride. We're right at 9 miles. Just a loop around Mount Airy and Mayberry. It was a nice evening ride. We put in a bigger loop this morning of, I don't know, 16 miles, 18 miles, something like that. I forget what it was. And then this one right here, we had a great day. So from right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina, AKA Mayberry, Southern Biking, wishing you stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels turning. Once again, we're out.